You cannot calm the storm until you calm yourself. Your mind never stops talking. Even at night, when the world becomes quiet, your thoughts become louder. You replay conversations, imagine worst-case scenarios, regret the past, fear the future, and slowly, your own mind becomes exhausting to live with. Most people think overthinking means they are intelligent, but the Stoics believed something very different. They believed an uncontrolled mind creates unnecessary suffering. Because many of the battles inside your head do not exist in reality, only in imagination. And if you never learn how to calm your mind, you will spend your entire life fighting invisible wars.
Overthinking begins with one simple illusion: the belief that if you think enough, you can control life. So the mind keeps analyzing. What if this happens? What if they leave? What if I fail? What if things go wrong? The brain believes anxiety is protection, but it is not. It is mental resistance against uncertainty. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about how true that is. Most suffering happens before anything even occurs. The human mind creates entire tragedies out of possibility. And modern life makes this even worse. You wake up and immediately consume noise. Notifications, news, social media, comparison, opinions.
Your attention is constantly being pulled in different directions. Your nervous system never fully rests. Silence has become rare. That is why many people feel mentally exhausted, even when they did nothing physically difficult. Their minds are overstimulated. And the more overstimulated the mind becomes, the harder it is to feel peace. The Stoics understood that external chaos is unavoidable, but internal chaos can be trained. Because the problem is not simply that you think too much. The problem is that you believe every thought deserves your attention. Stoicism teaches something powerful. You are not your thoughts. This changes everything. Most people automatically obey whatever appears in their mind. Fear appears, they panic. Negative thoughts appear, they believe them. Anxiety appears, they surrender to it. But the Stoics practiced observation instead of reaction. They understood the mind naturally produces endless impressions, some useful, many destructive. Wisdom comes from choosing which thoughts deserve energy. Imagine sitting beside a river. Leaves float past endlessly on the water. You do not grab every leaf. You simply watch. Stoicism teaches you to observe thoughts the same way. A thought appears. Instead of reacting emotionally, you pause. You ask, is this useful? Is this within my control? Does this deserve my peace? That pause changes your entire inner world. Because overthinking survives through emotional reaction. The more attention you feed fear, the stronger fear becomes. But when you stop reacting automatically, the mind slowly loses its chaos. Epictetus taught, you have power over your mind, not outside events. That is the foundation of Stoicism. Not controlling life, controlling your response to life. Because peace does not come from certainty. Peace comes from stability within uncertainty. The reason your mind feels restless is because it is addicted to control. It wants guarantees. It wants certainty. It wants reassurance about the future. But life does not provide certainty. Ever. People change, plans fail, unexpected things happen. And the more the mind fights this reality, the more anxiety grows. This is why Stoicism emphasizes acceptance, not weakness, not surrender, acceptance of reality as it is. Because suffering increases when the mind says, this should not be happening. But reality does not care about expectations. The Stoics trained themselves to focus only on what could actually be controlled: your actions, your mindset, your character, your response. Nothing else was fully theirs. And strangely, this creates freedom. Because once you stop trying to mentally control everything, your mind finally relaxes. Think about how much energy is wasted every day worrying about things outside your control. Other people's opinions, future outcomes, mistakes from years ago, situations you cannot change. The mind becomes exhausted carrying unnecessary weight. But Stoicism teaches you to put that weight down, not by escaping reality, but by seeing it clearly. A calm mind is not a mind without problems. It is a mind that no longer panics about every problem. That is true emotional strength. Not becoming emotionless, but remaining stable in emotional storms. Most people are controlled by every emotion they feel. The Stoics believed freedom begins the moment emotions stop controlling your decisions. Because thoughts are temporary. Emotions are temporary. Fear is temporary. But if you constantly react to temporary feelings, you create permanent suffering. And maybe that is why your mind feels tired. Not because life is impossible, but because your mind never stops resisting life. Look at the sky during a storm. Clouds move violently. Thunder shakes the air. Everything feels chaotic. But eventually, the storm passes. The sky itself remains untouched. Stoicism teaches you to become like the sky. Thoughts may appear. Emotions may rise. Fear may visit you. But you do not become the storm. You observe it. This is what most people never learn. Inner peace is not achieved by controlling every external situation. It is achieved by becoming less reactive internally. Most overthinkers are trapped inside mental loops because they constantly feed every fearful thought with attention. But attention is power. And where attention goes, energy follows. If you feed fear, fear grows. If you feed anxiety, anxiety grows. But if you feed awareness, discipline, and calm observation, peace slowly grows instead. This is why solitude was important to the Stoics, because silence exposes the true condition of the mind. Many people fear silence because silence removes distraction. And without distraction, they finally meet themselves. Their fears, their loneliness, their unresolved thoughts. But Stoicism teaches that avoiding yourself is not peace. Facing yourself calmly is peace. And the moment you stop running from your own mind, your healing begins. So how do you stop overthinking? Not by forcing your thoughts to disappear. Not by escaping reality. Not by becoming numb. You stop overthinking by changing your relationship with thought itself. By realizing not every thought deserves belief. By accepting uncertainty instead of fighting it. By focusing only on what you can control. by learning to sit in silence without fear. The Stoics understood that the mind naturally drifts toward chaos, which is why calmness must be practiced intentionally, daily, through awareness, discipline, acceptance, stillness. Because peace is not found somewhere outside you. It is built inside you.
Thought by thought, reaction by reaction, day by day. And maybe true freedom is not controlling the world, but finally no longer being controlled by your own mind.